In 2023, the producer community saw a tremendous amount of growth from the legendary track run of Benny X and his contributions to music, Riot, Trailblazing One Ice Spice, the resurgence of Timbaland, the popularization of producer collectives like Working on Dying, and I can't forget about the thousands of new content creators and forums that have emerged over the course of the past 5 years. It is really dope to see, but for a lot of us, it can feel like you're missing out. But with big goals comes a process that can feel like you're lost in a maze of endless hurdles and challenges. As a music producer striving to make my mark on the global stage, I understand the struggles, the doubts, and the relentless pursuit of excellence that comes with the territory. Whether you're just starting out or already deep in the trenches, this video is your backstage pass to the reality of what it takes to climb the ladder of success in the fiercely competitive world of music production. One of the first tips to really broaden your production: don't be a character, be yourself. In the dynamic world of the music industry, it's not uncommon for artists and professionals to craft personas or characters to accompany their music. Historically, this practice has been used as a tool to captivate audiences, to differentiate oneself, or convey a particular image or message. However, in today's landscape, authenticity reigns supreme.
A lot of artists and producers, they have the character version of them that everyone sees, and then they get home and they're like a different way.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be playing a character. That sounds kind of tiring. So I just always tried to just go with my first instinct. I'll post a bunch of random shit that I think is cool.
Yeah.
And just go do whatever I want. And that way, in my head, I was like, well, if I get successful and lit off of this, I'll just get to like be me for a living.
The rest of your life.
Yeah.
2. Don't be afraid to mix genres. Coming from Benny X himself, who seamlessly blends elements from a diverse array of genres, Benny X crafts a sound that is both eclectic and cohesive. Producers should blend genres to unleash our creativity and break free from the constraints of traditional music, while pushing the boundaries of musical expression.
Yeah, that's when he first sent it. Like I was just super hyped because like I was trying to like send those beats to like mad different people, but no one was really catching anything. But he sent like 3 songs, and I was like, oh yeah, this is the guy that I really gotta lock in with, because you know what I'm saying, he's always trying to like push the boundaries.
Number 4, your voice is the most underrated music producer tool.
There you go.
Your voice is a powerful tool for music production, offering a direct and intimate connection between the artist and the listener. Whether singing melodies, layering harmonies, or adding vocal effects, your voice adds depth and character to your compositions. Your voice serves as a versatile instrument, capable of conveying a wider range of emotions and moods, making it an invaluable asset in the creative process of music production. There are several producers in today's music industry incorporating their voices into their productions. One notable example is Pharrell Williams, who not only produces but also frequently contributes vocals to his own tracks. Another example is Jack Antonoff, known for his work as a producer with artists like Taylor Swift and Lorde, who often incorporates his vocals and songwriting skills into his productions.
Usually when I'm recording vocals, I'm just trying to take a lot to then figure out what's interesting, to figure out what works for that song, and then that sort of begins a jumping off point. I also think that whether I'm recording my vocals or someone else's, like it's nice to like build a layer of confidence before you have to like do the vocal. Like, so like, oh, like this would be a cool backup. Great, let's get it, and let's get 8 stacks of it so it just sounds interesting and cool, and let's make it really stereo, and then sort of make it distant. Like getting someone to use their voice before they have to like get the perfect take.
Additionally, artists like Kanye West and Tyler the Creator, both renowned producers, frequently use their voices in their music. This next one is super important. Lock in and create chemistry. You see, the benefits of artists and producers locking in and creating that chemistry are very big, extending beyond mere musical success to deeper creative fulfillment and industry recognition. When artists and producers develop a strong rapport and synergy, their collaborative efforts yield music that resonates on a profound level with listeners. Through shared vision and mutual understanding, they can push each other to new heights, experimenting with innovative sounds and pushing the boundaries of their respective genres. Ultimately, the bond formed between artists and producers not only enhances the quality of the music they create, but it also strengthens their standing within the industry, paving the way for continued success and artistic evolution.
You look at music overall, it's like there's been some really classic duos in all different genres, you know what I mean? Like, you don't think of Slash without Axl, and you don't think of Snoop without Dre. Tim has that relationship with a lot of artists as well, and we have our own chemistry. Another thing that makes Tim such a great producer is he's so locked in with the artist that he knows exactly how to push you to do something you haven't quite done, but knows that you will fit so perfectly into the framework and that you'll, in turn, like, shine.
I hate to say this, but we all grow through this point where we have a point to prove. And I believe we met each other at the crossroads. And it's like, what you feeling like?
You know what's kind of funny? I feel like every time we take a break and then come back and do one of my next albums, what do you want to prove to yourself?
Yeah.
That's the mentality that starts to happen, and we push each other. It's kind of a relationship that I don't feel like you could really fully encapsulate with words. It's just, we do it.
6, trust your gut. Trusting your gut is essential on the journey to becoming a music producer. In a field where creativity and innovation reign supreme, intuition often serves as your compass, guiding you through the myriad decisions and challenges you'll encounter. This next one is pretty simple, but it's super important. Don't stop. Never stopping in the pursuit of success means never giving up. No matter what challenges come your way, it's about staying determined, even when faced with setbacks, and continuing to work hard towards your goals. Success requires perseverance and the willingness to learn from failures. Those who keep going understand that obstacles are temporary and setbacks are opportunities for growth.
You just have to have faith in yourself. I see a lot of people, because they get that word no, they give up. And you might hear no for a whole year. So what? Do you stop?
Nope.
No, you got to keep going. You might say, oh, the internet don't work for me. Okay, it will work. Just like Switch said, everything is about a season. It might not be your season, but that don't mean that you just don't stop. You understand? Like, you cannot stop. If you love it and you know you have a talent at it, I might don't like it the first time I hear it. I have came back to people 6 months from now, and I'm like, okay, you ready now. But it's a lot of things about being ready. Your spirit has to be ready. Your energy has to be ready. So when you come in a room, your energy is right. If your energy right, you gonna pop. I just feel like it's all in God's time. But you cannot quit.
Yeah.
You have to fall down and get back up.
8, always be consistent. It's not just about occasional bursts of creativity, but rather the sustained effort and dedication put into honing your craft day in and day out. Consistency builds momentum, propelling you closer to your goals and increasing your chances of long-term success in the competitive world of music production.
One of the things that I've learned over over the years, watching my peers and being a part of this industry is you can't fake consistency. You can't fake being persistent. There's only so long you got before you can't hold on any longer. You can't do it any longer. You know, day after day, the grind after grind, being told no, all of the ups and downs that come with any industry, really. You can't fake it. There's only so long before you break, and if it's not within you, you're just not gonna want to do it anymore.
Number 9, always stay hungry and growing. In the fast-paced and ever-evolving music industry of 2024, staying hungry and continually growing as a music producer is not just a mindset, but a way of life.
We're not really interested in trying to, give the world or the A&Rs or the artists anything that they've heard before. Really ain't no science to it, you know what I'm saying? We just real creative, and people know we give them hits, bottom line. Like, we ain't just making the album, like, they come to us for first singles. And we're going to definitely create something, high energy, real powerful, and emotional.
It's about relentlessly pursuing excellence, pushing the boundaries of creativity, and refusing to settle for mediocrity.
What I really want to know is, like, the switch of the sound. You could hear it in Big Sean album, the switch of the sound, but I say it was Sammy Mode too. It was like, oh,
like more polished.
Yeah, and it was the whole, everything was different. It was the samples came in, and then the drums changed, and it was like, oh,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, you said earlier in the interview, you was like, you want MPC, so that makes totally sense, but kind of talk about like that transition.
All the producers ever that really like fizzled out, I don't want to say stuck in their ways, but like, you got to have that hunger for growth.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have that hunger for, okay, what else can I learn? What else can I add to my repertoire? What else can I, you gotta want to grow, bro. That's why you gotta look at everybody, all the producers that's been relevant for multiple generations, Kanye or Pharrell or something, like, they always like wanted to keep growing and had that hunger for, okay, what else or what's next? Would we talk about Kanye West the same today if he did Chipmunk soul samples forever until now? If he never didn't stop doing it?
Lastly, have your own sound. In today's world, having your own distinct sound as a music producer is paramount. It's crucial to stand out from the crowd and carve out your own sonic identity. Your unique sound not only sets you apart from the competition, but also serves as a calling card that distinguishes you in the minds of listeners and industry professionals alike. It's a reflection of your artistic vision, your influences, and your individuality, giving your music depth, authenticity, and staying power.
One of the biggest things with me is I'm a producer, so I like sounds, I like textures. So like your voice, that's the first thing with me. Cause I'm a student of the game, so like growing up, I already know that all the classic and biggest artists that we've had, like to really be an artist that's really gonna stay, anybody could just get a song or have a hot album or something, but like if you're really gonna stay, you've gotta have like a voice of your own. Like no matter what, we can't read no track list or no Apple Music, no Spotify, nothing. You come on this track, I gotta be able to know it's you. Your distinct voice, and so that's...
Using these tips are essential for any aspiring music producer looking to thrive in today's competitive industry. Embracing creativity, staying consistent, trusting your instincts, and cultivating your own unique sound are not just suggestions, but pillars of success in the dynamic world of music production. By heeding this guidance, producers can navigate the challenges, seize the opportunities, and ultimately realize their full potential as artists. Whether it's staying hungry for your growth, forging meaningful collaborations, or honing your craft with unwavering dedication, incorporating these principles into your journey will not only elevate your music, but also set you on a path toward long-term success and fulfillment in the ever-evolving landscape of this music industry.